and we all raced to the top, just massacring goblins.
Yeah, I mean
That's the last I remember.
that was a lot of what happened.
Oh yeah, I do slightly remember that. Thank you for that update.
Yeah, in the last game, you guys did an attack on the Goblin Village.
Yep.
Clancy never came back through the portal. Agnar got turned into a pigeon by the Rune Goblin. Melody got lost somewhere in the mix. Not sure what happened. That was passing through the... Actually, well, she got lost passing through the mirror. But you guys enslaved the Rune Goblin, and then with the help of Tweeg, whose head you popped through the bag of transference, you translated that basically Onyxia was through the mirror, and she's the one who has the dragons. So you guys stepped through the mirror, and you landed in this place. And like I said, this
full
is
of fire, and lava. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so you popped out of this building right here. And you guys just know that this is where the dragons are being held captive by Onyxia, the Demon Lord. It's likely that Westbrook is here too, amongst any other number of horrors.
So is Westbrook a horror?
Well, Westbrook's a simp. He's a simp for powerful women. Yeah. So, yeah, anyways. Let's see. Yeah, so I said, you guys are here, and you see all of this, and you know your goal is to save Simba.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, where did that go? Why can't I see that anymore?
See what?
Something happened.
Your face happened.
Yeah, something
I
happened.
almost wish it didn't.
Everything's black now.
I mean, that's rich coming from you,
Okay.
sir.
That's where it was. Okay.
What? Your whole fucking monitor went black? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's the stupid. It's fine.
Third-party game you were playing on another monitor, it just went black?
No. I can't pick up and drag the stupid picture.
Let's take this and let's zoom in a little bit.
I don't like what's happening. I can't see shit anymore.
Don't worry, just making it bigger.
Yeah, but I was like, it's just kind of moved. There we go.
Here we are.
Yeah, but why is it pulled all the way over there to the corner?
I mean, you can move that around on your screen.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
let me. It won't let me pick that up.
Yeah, yeah.
Move it.
Yeah, you guys exited the mirror, and you were in this room. Well, you were in a room, just sort of like a stone room, and you exited that room, and that led out into the opening of this sort of fiery hellscape.
So you zoomed into the little circle tower, right? With
But
the ball at top.
you came out here, so you're facing that building right now. You're facing this one.
Yeah, I can't see all that for some reason. There it goes.
Okay.
I double clicked on it, and I guess it got. There we go.
And you kind of told the rest of the armies to hang back. So Ten and the Orc armies, they're all still in the Goblin Village. Melody didn't come out the other side of the mirror. Who knows what happened? She stepped in with you, didn't come out. So it's just the three of you right now.
I detect traps.
Sure. Are you walking up to this building with the spire of light coming out of it?
Yes.
Okay. And is everyone else following, or are you just like letting mist go on? Yeah. Okay.
Quick question: Is Jethro gone too, or is he with us?
Jethro's with you. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the four of you. Sorry, Jethro's around.
He's 3.5. He's only halfway.
Yeah.
Where's your bonuses, Miss? I know you get like +7.
Oh, I only have a +3 on that one, and I got a 7.
Oh, it's weird. It doesn't show like the.
No, it doesn't show shit.
It just
It's
it just
really
says
fucking
7.
You can do it. You have to go to Advanced Dice Roller.
I am on advanced dice
Yeah, okay,
roller.
so when you scroll over that 7, it tells you what you got. It tells you what you rolled.
Oh, there it is. A
And-
1 + 3 + 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't see it actually.
You can't just like click over it and see it.
I just hover over it and it shows me.
Yeah, you just hover over the 7 and
Yeah.
it pops up.
I can't see. I can't see.
2d6 plus
No, I
3
hover
here,
over it. It doesn't
5
show
plus
anything.
3.
It's like your
Dice
thing is.
options.
It's like your dice are set to be hidden from me.
What?
What? This is so weird.
Mm,
Why do they do this?
Not a fan of this. Because I can see Gotran's rolls.
So you can see like all the dice numbers on it? Like the 4 + 4 + 3 = 11?
On his, I cannot know.
But mine,
Hey!
On your,
Fixed it.
there we go.
There we go.
Now I can see it. Okay.
I know what I did. That's neat. Okay. Anyway, I rolled 7.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So so as you're standing at the entrance to that building, you as you're looking around, you can see that there was a trap, and then it's already been set off. But you can't tell necessarily what the trap was or who set it off. But you can tell that there was one, and that it's already been tripped.
Right.
I'm getting a cough drop. I'll be right back.
All right. So there's just like a door.
So I'm like right here. The trap's been tripped.
Yep.
We'll wait for Gotrun to get back here. All right. Does anybody else want to do anything before I do something stupid?
Unless we want to send in Jethro, I'm good.
I don't care.
All right. Jethro, go in. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going with Jethro though. We're going in a defensive,
Okay.
slow stance.
Yeah, so the door when you go to like open it, the latch has definitely been broken, and so it just swings open.
Perfect.
So you walk inside, and on the floor is what looks like would have been a very tall goblin, but it's on the floor, and it definitely appears to be dead at least. There's blood everywhere. It has wounds. And a number of other little goblins around it also dead.
Okay. And to recoup for a second, we have the hit points we have from last. We weren't able to recover. I'm trying to.
Yeah, go ahead, and we'll pause it. Everyone's back at full because
Okay, that just might make it a little easier.
yeah, you took a little rest in that building before stepping out of it.
Thank
I
you.
found some ancient dragon armor too, man. I got a plus 25 on my shit.
It's brittle. It fell apart. Sorry.
Joke on you, DM. Dragon armor doesn't fall apart.
It does when it's been sitting in lava for like a while.
No, man, we got it with our 2-month hiatus of sleeping. That's how it works. I'm
How do you
sorry.
pick your picture up and move it?
What are you
Huh?
talking about?
I'm trying to move his picture.
My picture?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't.
That's a weird file. Let me move that.
I can fucking move them. Top right hand corner, dude. There's a little cross section thing. You just fucking move his picture where you want.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, but you can't move it inside its space. Like I can do this and reveal more of the map, right? But you can't do that.
Yeah, no. I don't want to do that.
We're
I'm trying
talking
to.
about your icon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's just like scroll bars on the top and bottom.
Yeah, you hover over the upper right hand corner and there's a cross with arrows. Just click on it and you can drag his shit wherever you want.
All right, so we go and we see the goblin.
Yeah,
We
dead
do
goblin.
we do a quick.
I'm gonna fucking stab one with a nose.
Whoa, you didn't walk in.
We're doing
I
a
did
quick.
too. I followed him. I'm following him.
We're doing
Oh.
a quick search to see what the kill wounds look like.
Oh, do you want to do a discern realities then?
I guess so.
Yeah, on your wisdom.
On my wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the correct term. Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So on this goblin, you see a lot of sharp scratch marks and puncture wounds. We just
Well,
lost
James is
James.
gone.
I think
Fuck
he
it,
probably.
we're out.
I think he's tried to play with his screen and probably X'd himself out. Because when I reloaded into this, it kept asking me, Michael, like, do you want to give this allowance? And I was like, yes, and it didn't take, so I had to
Oh, weird.
reload everything. Yeah, there you go. I told you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. I call back and said, guys, it looks like something big ate the goblin in here. We keep cautiously progressing down the farther into the room.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty simple building. Not a lot of rooms in it. And then there are, it's pretty open air for the most part. And also I'll say with your discerniality, it looks as though the goblin and his troops were caught by surprise. Right? It doesn't seem like they fought back a whole lot. It seems like whatever happened quickly. Do you? I mean, do you want to like loot the bodies or anything?
They're goblins. They have trash.
I'll loot it because I'm a klepto.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll on your intellect, I suppose.
To loot?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
To know what's of value on this goblin.
All right, whatever, dude. It ain't like I'm a 300-year-old dude that's been stealing shit forever and doesn't know what stuff's worth. Yep, cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pocket full of dirt, and some like mud balls, and a rusty dagger, and a stick.
All right, I set him on fire.
Him or the stuff?
All of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, he catches on fire pretty quickly, and the body and stuff all just starts burning.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rip a cooked piece off and take a bite.
Of the goblin?
Mm-hmm.
The cooked goblin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, roll on your constitution, I suppose.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it tastes really terrible.
I spit it out, and I'm like, "This is no halfling."
Yeah.
I do not recommend.
My mouth waters a little bit.
Yeah, your stomach starts turning a little bit for sure.
I look at Gottrin and I'm like, "This tastes worse than that fucking mud wine."
Yeah. All right. Cool. So do you press on then? I suppose.
Oh yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
Is Gray coming too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
we keep pressing on.
Cool. So, as you walk through some of the other buildings, as you're exiting sort of this area, there are sort of hieroglyphic scratches along the walls, and like primitive looking like bowls and utensils and stuff. Very like time forgot type of stuff. Almost sort of ancient Native American, even from our perspective. And so, yeah, I mean, you exit the buildings. There seems to be nothing else going on there. And really, this isn't working.
I'm not. Yeah.
So, yeah, so you're making your way this way. I assume you're going to walking towards the rest of the buildings and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of phallic buildings here.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you get to this point, the buildings become, a lot of small buildings, densely populated, and they're sort of in a mist. Not the person, but the stuff, obviously. So yeah, you're at the precipice of the mist, where all these tightly grouped buildings are. Is there anything you want to do at this point?
No, I don't like the mist.
Does it smell? Is it moving, Michael, or is it just like a steady mist, like just a hang? A
Yeah,
hanging
it's just
mist?
like a still hanging mist. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good question.
Done.
Oh,
It smells very sulfury.
Okay.
Oh well, that's great. That's great. Well, there's fire everywhere. Shouldn't that be on fire?
No.
Okay.
So
Am I still in werewolf form?
I don't know. Are you? Your choice.
Yes.
Okay.
It stinks here. I don't like this, and I can't smell anything except poop.
So do you?
So is that like a Michael? Is that supposed to be there? This ray coming off the top of the building,
Yeah.
like a ray, or is it like sunlight coming down into it
No. It's like a almost like a beacon
from the building going up?
from the building going up. Yeah.
So where exactly are we at right now, Mike?
We're about there.
Sorry, by this area right here.
All right, I'm gonna hither dither right there.
Okay. So you're to the ledge of that where that building is.
Mhm.
Over
That's
top
a
of.
really
Yeah,
big
near that
hither
door.
dither.
And seeing as how I'm that high up, can I get a plus to looking in the mist, or at least seeing what may or may not be around?
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
All right. What? What would that be?
I guess wisdom is like a discern realities, basically.
Wisdom. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yes, I see all.
Yeah. Well, you see better.
I
Anyways.
see most.
So
Three.
yeah. So as you're scanning the mist and you see it, occasionally you see the mist waft in certain areas, and you hear sounds like.
Oh, I don't like that.
Like I said, you see like.
Can I hear that?
Roll discern realities.
I'll roll in a minute. Go ahead. Just keep talking. I'll roll in a minute.
So yeah, and you see some wafts, and occasionally you see what look like tendrils, just sort of like crest out of the mist where the wafts happen.
That sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna hither dither, I guess, to this top of this thing near
There
where
we
we're
go.
at, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah, you faintly hear the noises. Great.
because I'm right
Well,
there,
sure,
I'm
I
gonna
hear
relay
noises.
this information down to them.
Yeah. I mean,
Say like
they're roughly in that area. So I mean, they would
Yeah, I
be like
know.
coming across the ridge. So, all right. So what do you
Oh,
say?
that's why I said I wanted to be
Yeah.
right up here.
All right,
And I'm
Mike.
gonna relay that info, saying, "Hey, I think there's something in there. Like I'm seeing the mist part with shit running through it."
All right, I remove my eye patch and try to see if I can pick up any heat signatures. Use
Hey,
my golden emerald.
Yeah.
My
see, that's
emerald
what I was
eyeball.
trying to find, is something to do like that, and I was like, I ain't got nothing like that.
So
Yeah.
I use
Predator
my eyes
vision.
to see if I can see.
Yeah.
You
You
should.
you see into the mist, and you see running sort of in between the buildings some centipedal looking shapes. You're probably about 6 to 7 foot in length, and they're probably about 3 feet in height.
It's big bugs about the size of gray. How many of
Ew.
them do I see? About 10 or so?
It's hard to tell. You see,
Okay.
you just see them like
There's a lot. They're moving.
Ew.
Michael, would my character recognize these bugs? Would they be described in a way where I would have seen something like this, or is this something new?
So, I'm trying to recall. I don't actually know that these characters have encountered a lot of bugs. It was other characters that encountered bugs. So,
Mist has definitely encountered bugs.
No, because you guys escaped the island through a portal when the bugs erupted from the island, right?
But we still dealt with them.
So you said, well, the only bugs you dealt with were the ones that
One tried to
possessed.
stick Melody in the stomach and shit.
You're right.
I mean, we dealt with them.
Yeah. So when what was the character that the dark elf character that Brad played?
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I remember. You
But
talking
that
about
yeah.
that.
So that's the only time these character, well, your character, and I think Gray have encountered the bugs.
Okay, well,
So you
how
have some.
about I just posit that I say I don't like fucking bugs?
Yeah.
All right. Shit. All right, so I just yell down, how do you guys want to deal with this? Because I feel like I just want to hop back to where I was at the spire.
Let's see if there's a way for me to deal with this.
I mean, a flaming werewolf would probably do it.
Yeah, but all the mist smells like fucking sulfur.
Oh, well, you're fireproof, ain't you?
Yeah, that's true, but not y'all. If the entire yeah, I'm also not oxygen proof.
I'll just fucking hither dither somewhere else.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what Goddard will do. Are
I
you
can-
fireproof, Goddard?
I can
No,
can
but I
be on
haven't died.
fire and deal with fire. I can't breathe
So
fire.
so
Does this mist smell flammable?
Well, if it's
All right.
sulfur,
I'm gonna try to start.
Yeah, that's what I was more.
You're
That's
starting
what I
what?
was thinking.
We're gonna try to start attracting them, and we're gonna get some of the stones and throw them over to like the next building to see if they start going towards the next building next to us. So if we're
So
like in this, if we're like, hold on.
wait a minute. Go ahead. Let's see.
If we're like around that first building, then like around like here, I'm gonna start throwing stuff to like the other building around here and see if we can draw them over.
Okay. So there are some small loose stones, and then there are the stalagmites. What are you gonna throw?
Loose stones is just something we can just like start making like a rhythmic like throw over there to try to like make them hear it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna just throw something out there, because
Right, you're good.
it occurred to me, even though I set this up and didn't think about it. There are some goblin bodies in that building back there.
Well, how rotted
but
are
then
they? I
we'd have
thought they
to
were
move.
pretty rotted.
I lit them on fire.
Are they doing meat on them, Michael?
Yeah, there's
I
meat
thought
on them.
they were rotted.
They've been killed recently.
Oh! I thought they were rotted. All right.
So
So
the mist that's
Jethro-
around, right?
Jethro and I will go back and get the rotted bodies. Jethro brings that up. It's not halfling, but it's goblin. They might eat it.
All right. So you
So
guys.
we'll go back and get 2 bodies and bring them over.
Yeah. So well,
Something with
did
this.
the other two of you do anything while they do you tell them what your plan is?
Yeah, they hear. Well, at least Gray hears Jethro. Mist is dithering around. I don't know what he
I'm just-
hears.
No, I'm standing up
Okay.
above you guys right there. I haven't hithered anywhere else.
Okay. So the mist, right?
Yeah.
Is it water mist?
I mean, if it's got a sulfuric smell, there's definitely some sulfur of some sort maybe in it. I mean, you don't know.
Is it like? I mean, okay. So with that, so if it's any water vapor in it, I'm gonna put on my water ring and I'm gonna take out the ice dagger and I'm gonna try to freeze the mist that's in the air. Theoretically, it should just turn to snow.
Okay.
So you're going to dissipate the mist into snow on the ground.
Yes.
So
Sorry,
so
guys.
I will warn you.
I don't know what you would want me to roll for that.
I will warn you.
Warn me.
So
Okay.
this might occur to Gray that right now you can't really see what's in the mist, and what's in the mist can't really see you. If there is no mist, that changes. Anyways, you do what you want.
All right. Okay. Yeah, let's I guess yeah. But it dissipates all this sulfur.
Sure.
Uh
So gotcha. So you're debating this with internally.
Yeah, while
And
Gautrin goes
and,
through
and
what he does.
Gautrin and Jethro show back up with a couple of goblins apiece.
Well, Jethro dragged one, I dragged two, so we have three.
Okay.
We have three now. So we do a double heave-ho motion, like grab one by the legs and by the arms, and
Yeah.
do a 1, 2, 3, and toss it in there as far as we can.
Okay.
See what happens.
All right. Yeah. Roll a dex.
Would that be a dex or a strength?
Dex, because you're throwing still.
Yeah, but I'm throwing a body into the mist. I'm
Oh,
just
roll.
chucking
You want me to throw the body because I'm stronger than you?
I have no dex.
No,
That's all
yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
I have-
good
yeah,
dwarf.
I feel like
have
this is a
no
strength
dex.
thing,
I'm
not
just
that.
gonna chunk it.
It
I'm
doesn't
not
matter
hitting-
either one. Either.
I'm not going to argue it. Roll strength if you want.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, it
Doesn't matter.
Oh my
Doesn't
god.
matter.
Oh,
That's like me rolling a fucking 3.
Look at that all
Yeah.
the way down.
Yeah. So listen.
Okay.
You throw it. It lands like just 2 feet away from you, but just enough to like hit into the mist. So sort of this giant centipede just like darts out of the mist. Grabs it, and as it's grabbing it, looks up and sees you, and then starts coming for you. What do you do?
I'm gonna yell Jethro to protect, and I'm gonna swing both my flails at its right side legs and head. So.
All right. So
There you go. At least I got a good roll there.
yeah, and then roll some damage.
Okay. Give me a second. D10, D8. Up a 1. 7, 8, 9 damage and 2 pierce. So 9 damage and then 2 pierce.
Okay. Yeah. So it's enough to like knock it back into the mist. And you hear it like sort of squee like. And then you hear like as it squeezes and goes back into the mist, you hear like a loud chittering like. And the mist gets a lot more swirly as that's happening.
I'm gonna yell down and be like, I strongly suggest we jump from top to top of every one of these fucking pillars. Just get the fuck out of here.
You do know you're talking to a dwarf and a halfling.
Now you still got two more bodies too.
All right, we're gonna grab the next one and throw it too.
How's that gonna
All right.
help? What are these bodies supposed to do?
We're just gonna do it just to see what happens.
Okay. Wait,
I'm listening.
I have a bomb.
Yeah,
I have 3
Sulfur.
bombs. Let's stick one
Sulfur.
up with one of the bodies' asses.
sulfur.
Just
Sulfur.
throw it out there. Yeah, but if it goes up in flames, dude, it'll kill all the fucking bugs.
Oh, I mean,
it'll be
yeah.
clear and
Yeah.
it'll be good to walk through.
All right, here we
Yes.
go. I go.
Yes,
Give me
but
the
we
bomb.
also
Here.
don't know where all this sulfur
How long
mist
does
is
it-
coming from, and if it still stays there. Because
Mist.
if it burns forever, it burns forever.
It doesn't matter. The dwarf is hooked on this idea now. How long's the fuse, Mist?
It's as long
I-
as you need, buddy.
I
want
am
it to
going
be-
to
I
step
want it to be arm length.
all the way
Done.
over here,
You
Okay.
gotta be an
I'm gonna-
arm length.
I'm gonna
away
toss a
from
bomb.
said mist.
I'm gonna,
Give
I'm
it
gonna
to me.
toss a bomb to Gottman,
And-
and then I'm gonna hither dither my ass to there.
Yeah, I'm going to. No.
Here you go. We go. Jethro.
Way over there, way
Yeah.
away from
Here
him.
you go, Jethro.
Way away from him.
Jethro spread him. He spreads the goblin's ass cheeks. And I take. What am I gonna take? I take my mithril cups, my cup chucks, and just start ramming the bomb in there as far as I can. So the fuse that is arm length, right? It's sticking out about 3 inches. About 3 inches now.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Damn, you got it.
all
up
right.
there.
we did. So we light it up. We have kindling, whatever. So I light it on fire, and now we roll to throw it in there as far as we
Yeah,
can
for
again.
sure.
So
Please roll good.
we rolled a 12. On the
Okay,
last roll.
yeah. You tossed it in pretty far. Miss, can I get you to roll a Constitution roll for me though?
Sure.
You paying attention to this, Jen?
Constitution.
Jennifer.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah. So you because
No, you hold on, boy. I've got 8 holds, and I'm burning 4 of those fuckers to make that a fucking 10.
cool because you hither dithered on top of that spire there,
Yeah.
and there's like an intense like oppressive aura coming off the top of that thing, and as soon as you get up there,
Is it magical in thing?
is it magical?
Yeah, is it a magical aura, right? It's
Yeah.
it doesn't affect me. I don't need to burn my holds. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
I'm wearing that necklace that negates all magic on me. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But because
Forgot about that, didn't you?
hither dithering is magic.
But it's my magic. It's not other magic.
Mm,
And I've been doing this since day one, so you can't retcon that shit.
yeah. I like that. All right. Yeah. But so you can tell at least, anyways, that there's like
Something
a very
terrible's happening.
that the amount of magic that's pouring out of that thing is intense.
Okay, how about we posit that it makes me woozy,
Yeah.
and I'll take a negative roll till I get the fuck off.
Yeah,
Of it.
or maybe it's you're so woozy that you need to like get down immediately.
Okay, I will get down to here.
Yeah, fine.
This was not the only tower that had lights on it, right? Like you zoomed in, so I can't see the whole map. But
Yeah, so there's only what you've seen, right? So,
yeah, this one had a tower and the lights.
This one had a light, but you never went on top of it,
That's true. I didn't.
right? And so that one had a tower and a light. And I mean, you would have seen from a distance that some of these others also have towers and lights. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm playing a game, Miles. You got to be quiet. Okay. I thought maybe one of those towers behind us had lights. Cool. I will relay that later. And right now, I'm more worried about the bomb.
So, anyways, yeah. As soon as you throw the body in, you see, you can kind of tell that like a number of centipedes are converging on the body, and then a few seconds go by, and suddenly, like, boom, and you see like just this sort of explosion of orange and red. In a spherical motion come out, and it dissipates the mist in that area for a period of time, and then sort of like bug shell parts and goop are just like going everywhere, right? So that area is devoid of mist. But it's starting to creep back in after the explosion happens. And the explosion is much larger than what it would have been just by bomb on its own. So definitely some of the mist ignited, but the whole thing didn't catch on fire.
Okay.
So
I think my character's just going to stare in disbelief for what just happened, and I'm woozy. So
I'm gonna point and laugh and start rolling on the ground.
yeah.
Interesting.
So does it still sound like there's still a decent amount of chittering, or is it greatly diminished?
I don't know. Maybe you should use your eye.
All right, I use my eye to see what the heat signatures look like.
Yeah, it seems like the heat signatures are starting to evacuate this general area and going further into the city.
Guys, the bugs are leaving. Now's the time to try to make it.
yeah, I yell from my perch. Maybe you should run.
All right, Jethro and I. So are we trying to get to the tower? I point to say the big, the first tower with the light, or the second one back there. Which one do you want to go to first? Which one missed?
I'm here, but I don't really know where the fuck we're supposed to go. I'm assuming it's supposed to be here or here. But Mike, when it blew up, is it literally just like this area?
Yeah.
That's non-misty.
Yeah. It's
Right.
Yeah. So really, you're looking
We're
for
gonna
this,
run
and
to
then
that
we have
hill.
to figure it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
We'll run to that. We're running to that as fast as we can.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you guys make it, right? Because you've kind of cleared the obstacles between you and that tower for the moment, anyways. So you convene with Mist there at that tower that no one has been inside yet.
I'm gonna pass along that when I was at the top of that tower, there was extremely strong magic, and it made me very ill. And I think it's maybe worth going in the tower to investigate.
Sure.
We nod.
All right.
Then I inspect for traps.
Okay.
Let me do my roll here.
Yeah.
God dang, dude! Even with my plus, I get shit.
So
It's good enough to see something anyway.
So very similar to the other one, there was a trap, and it has been tripped.
But it's been set. Okay, so I relay that and I walk inside.
Yeah. So you walk inside, and you find a sort of bluish gray goblin, dead on the floor, also surrounded by a handful of minions, much like the other tower.
Inspect the big one.
I
Discern
I'm
realities.
terrible
Yeah.
What is that? That's a
Go
wisdom?
ahead, miss. I'm telling you to.
Yeah, it's fucking 0. We're gonna get nothing for this. Of course, no fucking modifier. Perfect.
Yeah, very similar to the other body. Lots of scratches and puncture wounds. Also looks like taken by surprise.
All right. We're gonna inspect the walls and the stairs to see if there's any pictures or art or stuff like that.
Yeah. So once again, a lot of tribalistic hieroglyphs, and there is a spiral staircase leading up to the top of the tower.
Let's go.
I'm on it. Let's go. I run up.
All right.
Yeah.
We tell Jethro defensive stance and put him up front behind his shield. This is his specialty. He's a
Paladin, isn't he?
He's a defensive paladin. He's a defensive paladin.
Yeah.
So he's behind his shield, which you can't see him because he's so little. He's walking up we're walking up the stairs.
Yeah. You guys go up the stairs. There are no real obstacles as you're going up. As you near the top of the stairs, you sort of feel an almost oppressive gravimetric force bearing down on you. You can, if you'd like, trying to power through that with a strength roll.
Well, that's happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am not. I'm gonna stand
Jethro and I rolled the same.
outside of that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, as you sort of like push your way through, like I said, it's almost like something's pushing against you really hard, but you manage to push your way to the top of the tower. And when you get to the top of the tower, there is a skull up there, and the skull seems to be what's emanating the magical power. And it maybe Gray roll discern realities for me.
Oh, you fucker.
Nope.
Yeah, it's so bright that it's hard for you to make out what the skull is a skull of, other than you know that it's a skull.
Is it a crystal? If we touch it, is there aliens gonna come from another dimension?
Maybe maybe zombie ninjas. I don't know.
Keep going.
All right. Does it give heat off of it too? Is it when I look at it with my one eye and the other eye closed? Is it giving off heat? Right? Heat eminence or nothing?
It's the opposite, right? It's like black as night. It's like cold, as cold as a thing can be.
Can I use? Can I consult Maria? Her head. Would she know?
Oh, you mean Skelly? Scuria?
No. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I've got her fucking head. Remember we went into that weird world and I brought it with me and kept it in my bag?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean she doesn't know.
Okay. I push her back in the bag.
Yeah.
Is there anything else up there?
Just the skull pushing out just massive amounts of power. Now you haven't tried to discern realities to make out what kind of skull it is.
All right, I'll try. That's wisdom, right?
Yeah. Yep. Same as Gray. Like it's putting out too much light for you to really make out what it is, other than the skull. I'll give you this boon that it seems almost animal in its shape. So,
it's no boon. Okay. I'm gonna yell because I'm obviously not next to you guys. I'm going back downstairs. This is fucking crazy.
I'm gonna grab it.
I went downstairs before we did this. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Can you roll a Constitution for me?
Yeah, let me walk back in there real quick.
I don't want no part of this. I have a good feeling about what this is and what we're leading up to right now. I'm slightly upset with you, Michael.
Okay.
I was hoping this wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. So you grab onto the skull and you pick it up, but for every like second that you hold onto it, you're going to take a d6 of damage.
Yeah, I'm letting this go.
So you got it on for at least 1 second. So you're taking 5 damage from
Is
the
that
initial
magical
touch.
damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it fall to the ground?
It felt. So it's kind of like slightly suspended in the air, right? Because it's like it's giving off this power. So it kind of like realigns back into the place it was.
Gray, poke a stick through its eye socket and carry it with us hobo style. It can't hurt you if you're not touching it.
What? How big is the skull? I touched it, so.
Right, no. So
He's
I'm
trying to
sorry.
figure it out. He's trying spatially to figure out how big it is.
Yeah, so I would say it's probably about 2.5 feet across by like, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall by 3 feet long.
How wide is it?
I tossed the rope down to Mist. Tie a goblin body to it for me, Mist.
It's a 2.5 by 2.5 by like 3.
It's a big skull.
Yeah.
All right, we now have a goblin body up there, Michael.
Did you carry a common body all the way with you?
No, I tossed the rope down to Mist, and he tied one of the dead ones to me, and I pulled it back up. Me and Jethro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So so you're throwing it in there with the skull?
Not yet. We just have it there with us at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
I haven't exactly figured out what I want to try to do with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking do what you want, man. Chuck it in there. Fuck it.
All right. So we cut the goblin's head off, and we set the head on top of the other head to see what happens.
You push the body under the skull.
No, I pushed. I'm being conservative with my goblin body, so I cut the head off and just set it on top of it to see what happens.
Yeah, if you set it on top of the skull,
in between the light and the.
Yeah, it pretty much like disintegrates it in a matter of seconds.
Okay, that answers that question then. I'm out. I have no more ideas. It won't do anything.
Well,
eat it, Gray.
Considering it's too big to do that, I don't know what I could do to. I feel like if I destroyed this thing, all hell would break loose.
Fuck it, try it, man. It's probably what's causing all this shit.
I've already just.
I have high quality dirt from used to making mud wine.
Well, the thing is I touched it. Is it still too bright for me to see it?
This is your fault, Mike, for making this weird and too hard to figure out.
Yeah, well, so you can roll a second discern realities because you had your hands on it for a second to see if your hands saw what your eyes couldn't, I suppose.
Oh my god! Please. Okay. That's an 8, my guy.
Yeah. You're not 100% certain, but you kind of think it might be a dragon skull.
That's what I mean, out of character, that's what I figured it was.
Yeah.
It is emanating this dark aura.
Just like massive amounts of power.
All right.
What type of power?
Like magical power.
All the magic.
All right, so it disintegrated the goblin's thing, right? So I'm gonna take one of the goblin's arms and use it as a pry bar, and see if we can't direct the head and from going out the top to shooting out the side.
So
I'm trying to destroy this a little bit of the ceiling and see if the laser light does damage or if it's just light.
Okay.
Since it disintegrated the skull, I want to move it to see if it's the light or the skull that disintegrates. So either the arm's going to disintegrate or the arm and the ceiling is going to disintegrate. A little part. Not enough to hurt anybody, just like an inch or two.
Roll a dex roll for some finesse.
Like a gentle nudge.
See, now I do agree with that. That's a good use of dex.
well, the skull's not big enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to nudge it slightly before the arm disintegrates. When you nudge it, it seems like the power that's going upwards just sort of like bends to continue going upwards.
Interesting. Okay. It bit like Beckham, guys.
Oh my god, I can't.
Okay, Keira Knightley.
About to leave this channel.
A movie that doesn't have David Beckham in it at all.
All right.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas with it. Because what I was going to do to it, I can't do to it because it's too big.
All right, I'm just at the bottom of the tower. I'm waiting. I don't want to fuck with whatever it is.
All right.
But I feel like this is going to be an issue if we don't do something about these.
Well,
All right.
Michael should have made it easier. I guess we're all going to die.
I dumped some cup chuck juice on it.
Well, that's not good at all.
Like the putrid stuff?
Oh yeah, my magical putrid cup chuck juice.
Yeah, okay.
Right there, flick it on it. Be gone, demon!
You know what? Okay, you know what?
Does it sizzle and pop?
I did not anticipate that, so you know what? We'll give you a chance.
You did not anticipate him throwing the nasty cup.
It's like,
yeah. So the whatever the juice inside the cup chucks is made out of does seem to like dampen the giving the what's the word I'm looking for? Giving off the giving off of the magic some.
Do you have any more liquid? Oh, I got mud wine. So I take some mud wine and pour it on it and see if that does anything else or if it's just the cup chuck juice. See if it's liquid at all or my magical nasty liquid.
The mud wine doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
Okay.
It's just a cup chuck juice because it's so rancid. It's great.
Maybe werewolf pee might work too. Come on, Gray.
Not peeing on that.
What's going to be the worst, like electric fence and zap you? I mean, come on.
Exactly. I picked it up. It zapped me. I'm not touching it physically again.
Well, let's say it dampens the glow, so it does seem more and more like it might be a dragon skull because you can kind of make out a shape better now.
Well, it's too big.
I tell Jethro to keep dampening it, so Jethro's sitting there dampening it. I'm going to whack it while it's dampened.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but
I'm doing it. I'm going to whack it.
Yeah, you roll a strength roll.
Gentlemen, we're about to witness D&D nuclear holocaust.
Right. So as you whack it, after the first whack, you can tell that whatever damage you do to it, it's going to do back to you.
Fair enough. All right, we leave it and say, "Let's go, Jethro."
So, well, you can roll damage on it. You are allowed to take that risk if you would like.
I'm okay.
Okay.
So, do I need to roll some damage, like a D4?
No, listen. You whacked it once, and you understood the parameters. Yeah.
All right. I'm done. I say, Gray, unless you got anything else, I'm going down to find Mist and continue.
got it. I got it.
You got it, or you're going down with us?
No, because if I hit it with fire, it can't hurt me if I'm on fire.
Do it then. Jethro and I get out of the room.
I did not posit that it would return the same type of damage. Just because you do fire damage to it doesn't mean it's doing fire damage back to you.
You said the damage that it does, it sends it back at me.
It does the same amount of damage. I said that. I said same amount of damage.
Fucking destroy it, Gray. Destroy it, man. Take the chance.
Nah, because if I hit this thing too hard, I kill myself.
Come on, man. I got shit to heal you. You'll be all right.
You don't got shit to bring my ass back to life.
No, actually, I don't. Well, maybe. I don't know. We never did figure out exactly what the cup of fucking use for injuries is.
Those cups. Oh my gosh. So it dampened it. Did it dampen the damage that's going to send? So if I hit it, it's going to send damage back at me.
Yes.
So when he pushed it, did it move
Slightly,
like
yes.
out of the air or
It
whatever's
moved-
holding it up?
It moved, but the light beam bent and went back to the same place up the ceiling.
Yeah, and then after it moved, moved back into position.
Yeah. I was just using goblin arm.
So in theory, we just have to move this thing off of whatever it's on, right?
No.
Yeah, but you're gonna grab it and you're gonna take 6d6. A d6 of damage every second.
So
if you're holding on to it, yeah.
yeah, if I'm holding on to it, I'm going to take damage, right?
Yeah.
Hobo stick it, man.
Mm.
I don't have.
So-
Unless my magical cup chucks can withstand it, I don't think they can. They're not that magical.
Well, no.
Well,
What
they
I
don't
need
take
to do is
damage.
figure out how to damage this thing without me physically touching it. Because if I hit it, it's going to send it back.
All right, well, throw something at it then.
If I have something else hit it, unless this thing is some voodoo crap.
All right, I tell everyone to back up.
Sacrifice Jethro. Sounds like it. All right.
I back everyone to back up and get out of the way, and I take the goblin weapon and I chunk it straight at that thing, and then I dive out of the way. Before it hits, I dive.
Yeah, roll a dex throw.
It's not bad.
Yep. Roll some damage.
I don't even, Michael. I'm sorry, I don't even know what that would be. I've never thrown anything. before
It's
that.
just your base damage with no modifiers.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So you chuck the dagger at the thing, the skull. It hits the skull. As soon as it hits the skull, sort of a like magic beam shoots out, from the point of impact of the dagger directly at you, and you also take 4 damage, magic damage.
So that goes through armor.
Yep.
It goes through armor, but it doesn't go through magic armor.
Yeah, magic resistance armor would negate, I guess.
Okay, good.
All right. You want to try something gray? We'll start dumping some cup chuck juice on it. Does it crack? Is there any holes in it where I can make the cup chuck juice start seeping into?
Maybe if you damage it enough, that could possibly be.
So
a
the
thing.
What is
first
under
roll,
the beam?
the first roll didn't. Okay, gotcha.
What is under the beam of light or whatever this thing's floating above?
Just more light.
So this thing's just suspended.
Looks like a
Like,
flat
how am
floor?
I able to go over to touch it?
It's just suspended in the air.
And there's nothing. It's just sitting there like the floor is just under it.
Yeah, like a magnet suspended in the air. Like it wants to be there in that part of the room, in the center of the room.
Okay. I look around the room. What's the room look like?
It's a circular room that domes up to a point at the top. So the dome, the walls are pretty straight for about 10 feet up, and then from that 10-foot point, it domes up another sort of 12 feet to the point. And there's just the floor and then the stairs, spiraling stairs that lead down.
Ain't no pillars anywhere?
No.
Okay. So this thing's just suspended in the air by nothingness.
Magic.
Yes, magic. But this magic is just coming from nowhere.
It's coming. It would seem as though it's coming from the skull.
Eh.
And there's really it's just basically a square dome room. It's just a dome room.
Yeah.
With the thing sitting in the middle.
A circular domed room. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas with this one. I don't have any ideas that I could do to this.
You can keep attacking it.
Yeah, I could fucking die too.
Well,
I feel like it needs to be destroyed.
risk reward, I guess.
All right, I'll give it another good
We're
whack.
we're definitely
I'm
not finishing
pissed-
this tonight.
I'm pissed off at it. All right, I smack it, Michael.
Yeah, I'll roll your damage then.
12 plus 2 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely managed to like crack the skull, but then also it emits a shockwave of magical energy that damages you for the same amount of points.
All right, I tell Jethro to start as I'm bandaging myself up. What do bandages do, by the way?
I think they heal 5.
Okay, so as I'm bandaging, I tell Jethro to pour the cup check juice in the crack.
Okay.
Does anything special happen, Michael?
Yeah. So well, let's roll like a dex on Jethro because he's got to like pour it into the crack. So yeah. As he pours it into the crack, the glow lessens for sure, and the skull kind of like sinks down in the air a little bit closer to the floor.
So does it do full damage to me even with it muted with its power?
You'd have to try at this point to find out.
Greg, you want to punch it this time?
No, I don't want to punch it. I'm actually kind of scared of punching it. I really don't know what to do to this thing, to be honest.
All right, I'm going to hit it again then.
Don't stop it. Stop hitting it!
It's
I'll
all
destroy
Jethro.
this thing. Fuck the
Yep.
stove.
All right.
There you go, 13 damage.
Cool. So you receive half that damage back, and a nice little hole breaks open in the side of the skull where you hit it.
Drip the juice.
He still is. He's still cup chucking it. Cup chuck pouring. He's just standing there.
Yeah. So I mean, at this point, it's full enough of the juice that it's just sort of like leaking out of the hole, while the magic is dampened, that's about. It seems like it's not going to dampen any more than it is at this point.
Okay, I have to bandage myself some more. I tell Jethro to whack it.
Okay.
Because we have it. Oh, there you go. That's what it is. Boom. All right, so he hits it with an 8. Is that good enough to roll damage?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
6.
Okay. So as he strikes it, it sort of like blinks in and out a couple of times, and then falls to the ground. But when that happens, a last burst of energy explodes forth from it. If I get everyone to roll Defy Danger for me.
On what?
Dex, Strength, Constitution, any one of those.
Oh, both my characters rolled 8s.
Cool.
I rolled 8.
Yep. So 13 damage halved for the 8s, and also the top structure of the building starts cracking and caving in. You're probably gonna want to leave.
Okay, but it's blown up. We don't have to. There's no more heavy presence, so we can run down
No.
full speed.
Yes. Yeah.
Nothing.
Would
So
I feel
when
them?
it blows up, I'm sorry.
Huh?
When it blows up, does it leave anything behind then, or is it just gone?
No, the skull's still there. It was just a burst of magical energy. So the
All right.
cracked skull is still it's on the ground now.
I tell Jethro to grab it and let's run.
Have Jethro roll a dex. A large chunk of the roof falls on Jethro, pinning him and the skull to the ground.
All right. I tell Gray to come help me move it.
Yeah.
Both of you roll a dex again as the literal ceiling is falling in around you.
As they're doing that, I would feel this building shaking, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm stepping
Yeah,
outside of the
yeah.
building.
It's getting picked up and it's gone.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
So Gotran, you get hit by some falling debris, and you'll take 6 damage as you're pulling Jethro and the skull out, and you and Gray make your way to the bottom of the building. The building is starting to crumble from the top down inward as you guys are running out.
All right.
So you make it out of the building, but the building like collapses, and so then like maybe half the building is still standing with the rest of it crumbled all inside of it.
All right. So when we make it out, Jethro and I sit there, breathe, and we chunked a healing potion.
Okay. So, and you have the skull in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna heal.
All right. Let me make some notes here real fast.
What do healing potions do again?
10.
Okay. Good.
And I have 6 bandages.
Okay.
I look at Mist and I say, Mist, do you want to put this in your bag for the time being so we don't have to carry this massive skull around?
It won't fit.
It won't fit. The bag's only big enough for like 2 foot or something like that. It's
All
not
right.
big enough for that.
I say, are we ready to go, guys?
You're just gonna carry this.
No. So we're going to pick it up, and Jethro, we're going to go choo-choo styles because we're small. Jethro's going to be in the front, and I'm going to be behind Jethro, and we're going to put it on our heads and start walking with it.
Does anyone want to like inspect the skull in any way, or I mean, is there anything you want to know?
Sure.
Is there anything you want to know about the skull?
Probably
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, I'll discern realities on this thing.
What specifically are
Yeah.
you? No, you don't know shit.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know shit.
Anyone else? No. All right. Cool.
Miss, you want to roll for it? You seem to know more stuff about this than we would.
And we're doing this on wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, that was even worse then. Got a negative.
Hold on, I might have something for this.
I could say it, but your character should already know it, so I can't say it.
Pretty sure Mist has a ring that gives him a boon on wisdom occasionally.
I do. I'm looking for it. The app has changed, so shit is not the way it used to be. Ah, here we go. 2 times a day, I can go with 3+ on my wisdom. All right, so I'm going to use it. Hell yes.
Okay.
Good roll.
Didn't even need the 3+.
Is there
but I got it.
is there anything specifically you want to know about it?
Okay, describe it exactly what it looks like what my eyes can see.
Yeah.
And then I will give you if there's an exact or just
Like I said,
whatever.
2 foot, 2 foot tall by 2 foot, 2.5 foot tall by 2.5 foot wide by
Right.
3 foot long.
It looks like a dragon skull.
It looks like a dragon skull.
There's a hole in it because these guys have been punching the shit out of it.
Right. It's got some cracks in it. It looks. There's no flesh of any kind on it in any way. It's a clean skull. What as I said, is there anything particular you want to know about it?
Fucking why was it emulating all that darkness?
I mean, I would, in general, would like to know why it's emulating magic, if there's a reason for it, or if I can tell if it's fresh.
Okay. There's no way to know why it was emanating magic other than dragons are inherently magical. Right? It doesn't seem to be fresh. Like there's no signs of it being like recently cut out, but it also is just like up there emanating magic. I will tell you this, that you study facial structures enough to know that it's not Simba.
Yeah, that's why I asked if it was fresh.
All hell would break loose.
Well, that's why I asked if it was fresh, because if you could tell it was a fresh skull, not an ancient, dried up, bony ass skull, then we would know. All right, cool. All right, I relay that information.
Good. I don't have to mercilessly kill everybody.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are still at the base of this, skull in hand. Still plenty of mist and buildings going this way.
I'm gonna ask you guys and say, do we want to go here? Do we want to go here? Where do we want to go first? Because we're gonna have to go through all this bullshit.
Or
Yeah,
do we
it's a
want
lot
to go
of
back and stop this other dragon?
Just go and we're going.
And of course, there's always the other light pillar over here that you bypassed entirely. So, I'm not suggesting you go back to it, but I'm just saying it exists.
Well, then don't say shit like that.
Okay.
Because we'll have to go back to it.
Yeah.
We definitely spent more time on that one than I was anticipating. But anyway.
Yeah,
Look,
'cause you
man,
made it
you
too
made it
fucking
that
hard.
hard.
I
You
know.
made
This
it
is
that
on
hard.
you, Michael.
I know.
You could have just had someone
know.
grab it off a pedestal and it would
I
have been
know.
fine. But no, you
Right.
had
Yeah.
to drag this shit out.
No, it has to be
This
realistic.
is your fucking fault.
Right?
Yeah, and me touching it and all this. Look, it could have been less difficult to do what
This is
we did.
1,000% your fault. This is why little fucking penguins murder you, but god bosses die instantly. This is all you.
So, anyways, what's next? What's the plan?
I guess we'll have
Like
to
I
go back
said.
to that other pillar, right? If there's a skull at every single one of these fucking things,
We don't know that.
You don't know
We
that,
can
yeah.
assume that.
yeah.
I say
and-
we push forward to the next tower, and if there's another skull in there, then I will hither dither my ass to the first one and see if I can get that one.
yeah, let's go to. Wait a minute. Is there anything else we can see? Because this place is huge.
Well,
Yeah,
it's fucking
there's a bunch of mist and buildings in front of you leading to the next area.
Okay, then we have to get through that first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop the roofs. I'm not going in the mist. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And these seem like, if this is a fucking doorway, I feel like I can jump these spaces.
Okay.
I don't think that should be a problem. I mean, am I wrong, Mike?
Yeah, that's fine. You are very agile. You can do that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
can
jump
easily
the
get up
fucking
there. I'm
rooftop.
a werewolf.
I'm jumping rooftop to rooftop.
But also leaving Gautrin here with his choo-choo train fucking dragon head is probably not the best idea.
I didn't say I was leaving him behind. I just said I'm jumping on the rooftop.
Gotrin will have to roll for every single building.
I didn't say I was going to leave him down there either.
You gonna throw him?
How
No,
heavy
no.
is the dragon skull? Is it super heavy or is it just fucking awkward because it's big?
I mean, we'll posit that it probably weighs like a solid 30 pounds.
Oh, so not awful. Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell Gottrin to give me. Does he have to roll for each thing because he's carrying the skull, or is it just because he's a fucking dork?
Because his legs are like a foot long.
I figured. Okay.
He probably should look in the mist and see if if there's more little things.
That's a
around.
good idea. Gosh, can you
Yeah.
see some shit?
Yeah, he probably should.
Yeah, I mean, roll some discern realities.
I'm not.
Well-
I can't discern shit except that
I
one
mean,
time.
I can. We're in a different place. I guess I'll discern realities. There we go. 9.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely hear more like chittering up ahead.
Chittering and skittering, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking bugs everywhere. It's almost like the god of this world doesn't want us to succeed.
Does
Is
the
there-
skull, I'm watching as we're walking. Does the skull seem to repel the bugs?
That is a great question. I had the same thought.
I mean, you're well above them, so you wouldn't know, I guess.
Okay, so we start.
We're
telling-
above them.
You're on this ledge up here, right? They're down on the
Right.
ground in the mist.
What ledge?
10, 15 feet above
Here?
him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Really? We're above them? Are we above the mist?
Yeah, because
Yes.
the rooftops are above the mist.
Because you can see the rooftops.
Okay. If that's true.
Gray, with your strength, can you carry Gottrin and just jump rooftop to rooftop?
1 second. Let's see. If we are above them. How far is it down to the ground?
I mean, considering these are like, probably like one-story buildings. Yeah, I mean, like 15 feet's probably plausible.
I was going to say that's about my guess.
So how close to the top of the building? Or okay, so where we're standing, since we're standing here, and how far does that mist come up?
To just below the rooftops.
I was gonna
So,
say probably like
Okay,
you know,
everybody back up.
13, 14 feet.
Okay, everybody back up.
Okay, I back up.
I'm gonna put the fire ring on,
Okay.
and I'm gonna touch the mist.
Okay. Where? Well, okay. Let me get you to roll a Constitution roll. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So where you touch the mist, there is an explosion, and so
An explosion.
you were rolling for concussive force, and just so it's, once again, it's like a sort of a spherical explosion that explodes out, and it kind of dissipates.
It doesn't chain react through the whole thing.
Nope, just at the point of contact.
How big's the explosion?
Does that damage me in any way?
You were able to withstand it this time. So it exploded out. We'll say like a solid 10-foot diameter sphere.
So if he did it in there, there'd still be a roof of fucking fog above him.
Well, it would explode, and as the mist creeped back in, it would explode again.
Oh, so you
So
have
the
a shield
explosion
of fucking nothing around him.
So the explosion is a concussive force.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
yeah. I mean, if you were made of fire, there'd be fire damage too. But you're made of fire, so.
yeah,
Gray, I think maybe you should just freeze this shit and make it drop to the ground.
if I freeze it all, they will know we are here.
They're gonna know we're here anyway. They're hearing explosions and shit. We're gonna have to walk through it. Michael's gonna make us fight him either way.
I mean, you could throw Gotrin from rooftop to rooftop. You could play catch with Gotrin.
Or I
we're
could
not-
just
no, I'm
shut,
not
or
playing
I could
catch
just
for
turn on
shit.
fire, jump down
could
in
just-
the mist, and just run it all and just
Yeah,
destroy
I was gonna
everything
say,
on my
you
way.
could just piggyback
But would you
fucking
make
Gray.
me? The question is am I fast enough to outrun the explosions while I'm on fire?
As long as you don't look behind you, yes.
I guess you jump in, roll a dex, and see what happens.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
But the problem
Exactly.
is I'll still be on fire. So anytime the mist comes back in, I would just get another wave of explosions.
Well, you're gonna roll a dex for a dash, and so that dash will cover you for like a distance for sure.
So I'll have to. The question is how far is that dash?
All right, so if you jump in at this point, right?
Mhm.
The initial dex roll, we'll say, will get you to this first bend, right? And then so another dex roll would get you here-ish, here-ish. And so if you're walking up here, you would have to roll like 3 times.
But I'm gonna take damage if I roll bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a lot of damage if I roll bad. I'm gonna die if I roll bad.
We don't
Probably.
know.
Oh, I feel like I know if it's an explosion.
Risk reward, sir. Risk reward.
That's a big risk.
Yeah. It's end game, sir. This is end game.
That's a big risk. That's
It's
a
big.
very
It's
big.
big risks or nothing at all.
So I tell, hey, Gray, we can choo-choo it. I can kind of see around buildings and see if there's any bugs, and we can just kind of choo-choo it. too.
So fun fact, right? If Gray's running with this burst of whatever, wherever is exploding behind him is going to clear out that area, right? So if Gotrin were to run behind him, right, it'd be in the clear as long as Gray keeps running.
I don't need
Yes.
to be in the clear. I can see the bugs.
True.
Yeah, but the
Well, so-
problem is the moment that I roll bad, all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah. So Gotrin, you could using your eye sneak through the mist, right? That's an option.
We're gonna try that.
Yeah, we're gonna try that because I'm gonna I'm going to take the ring off so I'm not on fire anymore. I don't want to be like, hey, you didn't take that ring off, by the way, you're still on fire.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the ring off now.
All right. And so you're just gonna jump rooftop to rooftop, Gray?
Yeah, it would probably be easier for me to just jump
Okay.
rooftop to rooftop.
So, Gotrin, you and Jethro are climbing down into the mist.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're going to. I'm going to be the front of the choo-choo, and he's going to be behind me.
Right.
I'm gonna follow Gotron, but like from above on the buildings.
Okay. All right. So Gotrin, while you can see the bugs, you can't see around the buildings very well. So you're still just kind of walking a little bit blindly. So
Is there anything on the top of the buildings?
you're on top of the buildings.
Yes, other than that, like
No.
stones, crap, sticks.
No, it's like tops of the
Barrels.
building. I mean, there may be some like, loose stones or.
Or you just punch the fucking ceiling and pull a chunk off, man.
Yeah, so can I go to where? Oh, say if we're here, I'm gonna go to here,
Okay.
and then is there anything up here?
There are some like quarter-sized stones.
Okay, I'm just going to rip out a chunk of the fucking roof.
Okay. Roll a strength roll for punching the roof.
Yeah,
Yeah, you grab yourself a nice piece of roof.
yeah, and I'm gonna throw it over there.
Okay. Yeah, and then roll a dex roll for throwing it.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe it destroyed the whole building as well.
Yeah. I mean, it collides with a piece of building, breaks a piece of it off. And then Gotron, you do see the heat signatures of a number of the centipedes like go off in that direction. So the way in front of you currently is fairly clear.
We're going as fast as our short little stubby legs can
Okay.
carry us. Yeah.
Yeah. So here again, you get to around where this first bend is, and then you start seeing more of the centipedes kind of milling about around and abound, which is going to slow you down for sure.
Right. Do they start? Are they scared of the skull at all? Do they sense it?
Are you getting close enough for them to like?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell right now, none of them are getting close enough to you to see the skull or know it's there.
Fair enough.
I'm
Okay.
going to here.
Where? Okay. Yeah, so you've hop and skipped close to where Gartrin is, and he's had to slow down, him and Jethro, due to the concentration of bugs in the general area.
Same thing, building. Yep,
Yeah.
picking it up, throwing it. So where's Gautrin again? Like right here?
Around in here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's Mist? I'm
I'm
getting to these
literally above Gotron. I've been following him this whole
Okay.
time.
So I'm going. I gotta be careful where I throw this because I can't technically throw it. Because if he's here, I can't just throw it over here because they've got to go past him. So all the bugs, I'm guessing he can see, or can he relay
they're
it?
going to be like in these areas. You know what I mean? They're just milling around. You know, there's we'll say the Gotron has spotted at least 7 or 8 bugs in the general area.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up. Well, I already picked up the roof,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna try to throw it all the way over there.
Okay.
That didn't happen.
You threw it about half as far, and so definitely immediately in front of Gotron, the bugs are like dissipating, but they're probably another 30 feet ahead of where he is now.
Jesus Christ. Okay, can I get to here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Again. That didn't happen as well.
You broke it for like a fist-sized piece.
Okay, That's fine. I'm still gonna throw that over there. That
Okay.
does it make enough sound?
Yeah, so you get about like half the bugs that are further down. So I mean, you already had the sun bugs. So now Gottrin's got about 2 or 3 bugs that are probably about 30 feet away at this time.
Oh my gosh.
So we're about here.
Where are both of them? Yeah. So where did you say Gotcha was? Right there. Uh,
Can he climb this fucking hill right here instead of going all the way around?
With the dex, he probably
He's
could.
not too far from that hill.
Um, well, so climbing the hill, you need hands, right, for that. So he
mhm.
has
Yeah, we're carrying a
he's
skull.
carrying a skull. So he could drop the skull and climb that ridge, yes, with a dex roll.
Or he could use some rope and tie it to the skull and drag it behind him.
So we'll
He-
tie we'll tie it
Do you
to
have-
the skull, and we'll climb
Does he
up.
have rope?
Yeah, I have rope.
Yeah, he's got rope. He's been using rope. He pulled up a goblin with rope.
We're going to climb up the
Can
hill.
you get? I was going to say, can you? I was going to say, can you get the skull to me? Because I could carry it on my back, get it on my back, and I shouldn't have a
Yeah, like
problem.
bandolier. it.
So you started climbing the ridge, right? That's what that's for, the
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let him. Just let him climb.
And then a rock breaks and you fall down, creating a decent amount of noise. And suddenly hear the sounds of just getting louder and louder as they encroach upon you. And Jethro,
Climb.
maybe if somebody jumped down and helped him.
Yes, that would be
All right.
great.
Jethro boosts me up, and then I grab Jethro and pull him up. We're going to two-man it like the Hobbit is.
Yeah, so
That could be a strength then, right? Because we're boosting each other and pulling.
sure, why not? Okay.
Will that happen?
Yeah. So you're boosting each other up, but the bugs are now surrounding the skull that is on the ground, that has the rope tied to it, and they're starting
We're
to swarm around it.
We're going to pull it up. We're not going to let those jokers have it.
Okay.
So they're not repelled by it? They're
Nope.
attracted to it?
The noise happened and it's there. And as he pulls it up, it's movement, right? It's like fishing. So as you pull it up, they start following it.
Oh, great.
It's
Throw
like,
another fucking rock, man.
it's like bugs are on the menu.
Good. I'm gonna go to here. I'm sure I could get over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go to here and I'm going to smash the side of the roof.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You detract some bugs, but some of them are so fixated on the skull. So there's still 2 bugs so fixated on the skull, they're still following it up.
I'm going to push the smashed roof off of the building.
Where and you're over here? Or are you over here? Are you on the ledge where they've climbed up, or are you over here on the side?
I thought, okay, they've climbed up over there,
They're
right?
climbing up on this side ridge over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna push that off over here
Okay.
into the ground.
All right. When you push it off, and you smash some of the bugs that are like around the area where you're at.
None of the bugs are up there with them.
They're like I said, there's 2 bugs still following the skull up.
Okay, well that's fine. And now I'm gonna come up over here.
Are you guys still pulling the skull up with your skull fishing lure?
We're going to let Jethro do that, and I'm going to start to smack the one bug in the head that's fixated on it with my flail reaching. We're going to try to hit him in the head and kill him.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, yep. Okay. And then roll some damage.
So 9, 11 plus 2 pierce.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to knock it away. You knock it back down the ridge. And then there's still the other one tailing it because there was 2.
Yep. Well, I mean, Jethro's pulling, and that's my action.
What's
so if it does
yeah, you're right.
anything else-
What's missed and what's missed?
Yeah. I'm going to jump on its back And I'm going to backstab
Oh.
the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Oh.
Like right up on top of its head.
Yeah.
Because it's a giant centipede, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep, that's a 10. That's
Okay.
happening. Because I got a 10 and I'm hitting it with my rapier, it gets stunned.
Yep.
So we're going to do 1d8 plus 1 damage. Alright, that makes sense. It's going to take 3 damage when it's fucking
Yeah,
stunned, so
but-
I'm going to
yeah.
assume it's going to fall back into
Yep.
the shit.
Mhm.
Would I be able to jump the fuck off of that thing?
Roll dex.
So I... Cool. Yep, I'm out of there.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you
good
leave
roll.
off of it. Mhm.
All right. So I'm jumping up where he's pulling the skull to.
Yep.
Wherever that is.
So you're pulling it up this ridge to here.
Mhm.
Yep. Looks like.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah. So you guys sort of reconvene up there with the skull, and the bugs in the bottom are doing whatever they're doing. So.
Can we take a breather here? Is that a safe? Is this a safe enough place to sit down and breathe?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Talk
so
about
these buildings right here seem to be vacant.
Awesome.
If you want to like walk into one of those and just like lean up against the wall for a little bit.
So I have.
No. How long are we going to stay here? I need to know exactly how long we are going to stay here. There's a reason.
Okay. Well, it's going to be.
I promise you, it'll be a lot shorter time than we have to.
It doesn't have to be very long. I'm an alchemist, so I'm going to
3 hours.
tell Mike that I want to brew a bug repellent.
3 hours.
What are you going to use to make this bug repellent with?
I don't know, whatever the fuck's sitting around here. Some of the bug.
Yeah, you probably need some piece of bug to do that, I'd imagine.
Well, I imagine I've got gore on my fucking rapier. I just stabbed the piss out of it.
Yes, I need us
Okay.
to. Yeah, I need us to stay
I
here
got
for at
some of
least 3
my
hours.
flails as well.
I also have spider fang venom from way fucking first. One of the first missions. I got a couple vials of that too.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
All right. And what is Gray doing in his time?
I need us to stay here for 3 hours.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, all right.
3 hours?
I'm okay.
Are we
with
staying
that.
here for 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anything happen within that 3 hours, Mike?
Uh,
I need to know because of
Nothing that you were aware of. Nothing's going to happen to you in that time period.
Okay, so in those 3 hours, I'm gonna sleep with my full night sleep bracelet on. Gautron's gonna sleep with the full night sleep bracelet on. Miss is gonna sleep with the full night sleep bracelet on. So everybody should be healed
All right.
because that's a full rest.
I needed that.
So I'm making something I've never made before, and because of
2 hours.
that, well, I know, but it says if I made a poison I've used before, I make it perfectly. But if I make something I've created, Mike gets to choose one of 4 things. It only works under certain circumstances. The best you can manage a weaker version. It takes a while to take effect, or it has obvious side effect.
Obvious side effect.
All right, and what is the obvious side effect of the bug repellent?
If you wear it for more than 30 minutes without washing it off, you will start to fall asleep.
Okay.
I was gonna say it starts to burn you. Like
I'll
an
take
acid-
it.
an acid.
No, that just means we don't wear it. We just put it on other shit.
We put it on the dragon. We put it on the skull.
Right, or we put it on a dead goblin.
Yeah, you sleep
So it's
forever.
a sleep potion bug repellent. Heard. I will add that to my shit.
How much of that did you brew?
It says 3 doses, I believe. Let me look at.
Is it just a liquid that you pour on something?
Yeah, it's a vials of.
Can I have one of those?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. You gather materials. Yeah, 3 doses. So I have 2 and you have 1 now.
Ooh, excuse me, guys.
Okay.
Thank you for healing me. I needed that. I was pretty. I'll keep
Don't worry, I got
crap
you.
up.
I got you.
This is gonna take 3 more sessions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey, but
it's
it's
your
doing
fault.
stuff.
Hey,
At least,
we're having a good time.
It's a good
though,
time. Yeah.
at
It
least
is
we're
a good
doing
time.
stuff, and
Yeah.
everybody's interacting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So 3 hours have gone by. You've crafted a potion. You've all taken a nap. And this light spire building is behind you.
I guess we're going into the
Let's
spire.
go in.
You don't
Let's
have
go
to.
into-
You don't. You,
let's go into-
Oh, yeah, we do. It's there. You know we do. We didn't come all the way here to not go in it.
It's true. He's not wrong.
We didn't come all. That would be useless.
So we're closely watching our skull as we walk in to see if anything happens to it.
okay. Yeah. Nothing happens to the skull as you walk in the building. So who walks in first? I guess is a good question.
I do. I'm
Yep.
going first.
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, much like before, there is a larger goblin, seems to be female in nature, and a small little battalion of goblins around her, all dead on the floor.
Okay. Just a fuckload of dead goblins everywhere. Huh?
And much like the others, we'll bypass the discern realities because you've seen it enough times. Scratches and puncture wounds.
Okay.
Can I search their bodies?
Sure, roll on it. Yeah, I mean, pockets full of dirts, some sticks, some just like dull-looking stones. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
and then here again, this has a not a spiral staircase, but just like an upward leading staircase that goes up to upper levels. More hieroglyphics and stuff on the walls.
I go up the level.
I'm not that smart. There's no way I could decipher these hieroglyphics. If
None
they're
of us are.
hieroglyphics, what does it look like on the walls? Is there pictures? Can I have a description of this? Do I need to roll certain realities on?
Yeah,
what
I
these
mean,
look like?
it's almost like stick figure drawings, and like there are like scribbles around them, and circles around, sort of undiscernible like other squiggles, and so I mean that's kind of what it looks like.
Miss, don't you have a book on this or some shit?
Yeah, but he's gonna make me read it for like 5 days before I can decipher it, and even then he's gonna make me go fucking consult somebody first, and it's not gonna work. So wait, I'll pull Maria's head to the face of the bag and show her it. Can she read it?
She looks at it and she says, "Oh yeah, that seems like just, goblin garbage graffiti."
And I laugh as I shove her back in the bag.
Can Tink? Wait a minute. Can't Tink read it?
Twig.
Whatever her name is.
We get with us.
Twig's a dude.
Whatever. Can his head come through the freaking bag? Doesn't that bag connect to our bag?
Just
Not
because I don't want to
that
spend
big,
1,000 years on this, it literally is just like BS, like leftover goblin, leftover
This is your
goblin
fault.
graffiti.
You should have said yes. Maria can read it, and it's exactly nothing. That's what you should have said.
It's
Stop
nothing.
leaving shit so we can go sidetrack.
Yeah, it's
That's
nothing.
what's gonna happen, Michael.
It's literally nothing.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go
I'm going
upstairs.
up the stairs to see where the glowy thing is.
Yeah. So you go up to a mid-level, and there's another set of stairs on the opposite room to go up to the top level. You traverse those, no problem. You get to the top level. It's a very similar scenario. There seems to be some sort of like skull and giving off power. It's very much the same sort of scenario as before.
We're cup chucking it.
I touch it.
Okay. Well, so yeah, if you touch it, similar as before, it's like d6 of damage every 6 seconds, magical damage that you're touching it.
I don't take magic damage.
Yeah. So it's trying to kill you, but you're touching it.
Oh, there you go. Can't do anything about that.
Okay, so as it's doing this, I ask the other guys, is this even worth taking with us? Or She'll
Didn't
be
say
just
we
leave
would
it
take it
alone.
with
No,
us.
no,
Just
you-
stop
you-
it from shooting its beam of
You,
light.
you've not tried to discern what type of skull it is or any of that kind of stuff. It's just right now it's a skull.
I mean, can I? Come on, I got eyes. You telling me
it's
it's so
bright.
bright or something? I can't tell.
Yeah, I mean, certainly out as you
Yeah,
gotta stare
okay.
hard.
Oh come on! You look at a skull, you can tell if it's a fucking dragon or it's a human. Jesus.
It's
How
not.
big is?
It is not the same size as the dragon skull.
Okay. Yeah,
that
I need to
will
know.
give.
I need to
I
know
will
what
take
size
that
that
from
is.
that. All right.
There's a reason. Everything's a reason. I need to know how big it is.
Well, I'm touching it, so can I tactically feel how big it would be?
Sure.
I mean, not what it is, but like how big it is.
Yeah. So, let's say 30% larger than the average human skull.
Oh, okay. I relay that back that it's bigger than a human, but much smaller than a dragon. What? I don't know where the fuck. Did you plan this shit out, or are you just taking this out of your ass right now, Michael?
No, it's planned.
Okay. Now I have no idea where you're going with this.
I can cup chuck it.
So
Sure.
sorry. Somebody moved me in another channel. So did we say
All right,
what size it was?
To save ourselves time, and because we've
What's
done
that?
this before,
I just need to know what size it is. I just need to know what size it is.
it's 30% larger than a human skull.
30% larger than a human skull.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Gray swallows it.
no. I have the pot of that purifies anything. I'm just gonna. If you just take this pot and slide it up on it, it'll be inside it. It'll purify whatever the fuck his problem is.
Oh,
purifies
that's
anything.
right.
It purifies anything.
Nah, you just put it on the ground. I'll pick the skull up and drop it in the pot.
Okay.
I do that.
You need to roll a strength roll to pull it from its position in the room.
If it's smaller,
No, it's being held in place.
I understand. That's why I said fucking hell and I stopped arguing.
Yeah. It'll purify anything.
Oh, balls to the crap balls. All right. Well, that's gonna suck. Let's see what I can do with no modifiers.
Or you can take it off, give it to me, and I can just do it because I have better modifiers.
It happened. Not great.
That's a 6.
Ugh. Is that thing
But
gonna move?
I burn one hold to make it a 7.
Yeah. Okay. So the strain on your muscles is intense.
I bet.
You could have just put the pot upside down on top of it. It
I-
would have still
true.
worked.
Right.
Could've.
So you take just 1 damage internal.
I had to
so,
do it the hard way. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I fucked my muscles up.
Yeah.
My arm muscles.
Yeah. And so as you struggle to get this thing into the pot, you put it in the pot, and then it just seems like it's so. This thing's not tainted. It's not impure, right? That's not its problem, right? It's just giving off magic, but because of the nature of the pot, you basically contained it, and it's giving off magic inside the pot. So now the pot is just glowing with this skull inside it.
Is it no longer super heavy because it's not on the fucking pedestal being glued down?
Right. So you can carry around the active magic skull
I
in the
pick
pot.
up the
I
pot
guess.
and I give it to Gray.
Can I touch this thing? Am I allowed to touch this thing without
It's in the
dying?
pot.
If you
It's
reach your hand,
contained in the
if
pot.
you reach your hand into the pot, your hand will be in its space and it will hurt you.
But you're just holding the pot, you'll be all right.
If you're holding the outside of the pot, yeah, you're fine.
Hey,
he said
hey,
it was contained.
hey, fill this up with. I can't. We can't fill it up with cup chuck juice because it'll just instantly purify in the pot.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll just instantly purify the cup chuck juice in the pot. But that just means the cup chuck juice that's in the pot would then be water.
Yeah.
If it's in the pot and it's being contained, it's still super bright though, right?
Yeah. Just like if you look at if you look into the pot, it's bright as
It's
bright as
glowing as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This was a terrible idea.
I'm going to. Well, it's not heavy anymore, so I pick it up out of the fucking pot. I mean, it's not going to kill me.
Yeah, but then it's still all the active power is.
So hold on,
Yeah, but
you're
it's
pulling.
not
Are you
gonna
pulling
move
it out of the
back
pot?
to
Hey, can I
No, I said
move
I
away
could.
from this first?
Yeah.
I want to discern realities. Hey, it's a 9. I want to try to figure out what it is, like what animal or creature the skull is from.
Okay, so with a 9, it's it's a humanistic skull, like I said, 30% larger, and the nearest, the only skull structure you've seen like this, was from beings like Lu or Baelor.
Oh, this is a godhead. For free. I wouldn't know that though.
Okay, I passed that along. I wondered how this skull was giving off so much fucking magical energy and not being a dragon. So Lu or Baelor, so it is either Lu or Baelor, or
No,
it is a
just
god
that
of
that
that
size, right? Yeah, it doesn't have to be them specifically. It's this, but
type.
like,
No, you didn't say it wasn't Lu or
right,
Baelor. It said like Lu and
right,
Baelor, which means it's still on the table, fella.
yeah, for sure. I'm just saying that's not, you wouldn't know that one way or the other.
So it's getting off godly energy?
That's a deduction you could come to.
Well, I'm just curious because I am part god.
You are.
Does it not heal you or make you like get tingling inside?
Obviously not, because Michael said it would kill me if I touched it without the fucking negating thing. So,
Mhm.
Hated thing.
yeah, that's fucking weird.
What is causing you to be?
Oh, I took that fucking necklace
So-
like
so-
7 years ago that negates magic.
Think about this right. Regardless of what brand of battery you have, it's still just a battery.
Yeah, I
Right.
get you.
Hey, can we go? Can we like pick the pot up and move it over to the stairs?
You can pick it up
Yeah.
and take it wherever you want.
Yeah, it's not being
Okay.
glued down anymore. It's in the pot.
Okay, so can I borrow that necklace real quick? I'll give it right back. I just need to be able to touch this thing while it's in the pot.
I'm gonna step farther away from this thing before I take the necklace off, and I will put it back on. I'll give it to Gray.
Okay, I'm gonna put this necklace on, and then I'm gonna reach in here, and I'm gonna crush the skull while it's in the pot.
Okay. Roll a strength roll.
Yes.
Yeah, you crush it.
How it happened.
Okay. Can we leave now?
Is it still glowing, or does it just die?
No,
No, yeah,
it
yeah.
changed-
It just becomes a broken skull.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
drop this thing out. I'm gonna pour it out, and then we're leaving. And I'm assuming that the building's gonna crumble now. That's why
I'm
walked
gonna
over
hold
the
my
stairs.
hand out. 'cause I
Oh
want
yeah.
my
Okay.
necklace.
Necklace.
Okay.
So the building crumbled before due to the concussive force of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
fighting
caution.
you
Just
guys?
precaution.
So when you crushed it inside the pot, whatever happened was contained inside the pot.
I like this pot. This pot is
Okay.
pretty fucking.
All right. Yeah. I know. I
powerful,
probably should
more
have used a
powerful
light.
than I thought
Here's
it
your
was.
necklace. I'm pouring
Thanks.
this skull and whatever the crap is. And we're leaving now. I'm leaving.
I think we have been underusing this purification pot.
Remember, I also have a purification
Yeah,
spoon for food.
I'm just saying, I think we've been underutilizing this the whole time. It just contained the god's energy and it fucking
It purifies anything. I just didn't know if something really bad was going to happen when I did this. I was like, there
Nothing.
could be, I said, this could be a really bad thing or a really good thing that happens.
All right,
Because remember, I had the two combines. I have the pot
yeah.
and I have the spoon that makes any food purified when I stick it in it.
I want to go. I want to go downstairs. Whoa! Too far. I want to go into this thing.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, you're all going that way.
I am. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
okay.
mean, obviously we could walk over there because it looks like there's a stair. Looks like we
Yeah,
don't have
Yeah,
to
there's a
jump.
bridge.
Yeah, there's a bridge. You can just walk right over for sure. So yeah, you walk into that building. You just walking in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you walk in, and this is sort of the room that you walk into.
Not what I was expecting.
Not wrong
Okay.
room, wrong room, boss room, boss room. Let's leave. Let's
Um,
leave. Let's leave. We got other things to do.
Yeah, yeah, and as soon as you walk in, you hear just a slow chuckle. I can't believe you made it this far. And walking out from behind one of the pillars is your good old friend Westbrook.
What, he's a fucking vampire?
I think he always.
He's a
was.
dark elf.
He looks like a vampire, Michael.
He's a dark elf.
He's a dark elf.
Yeah, dark elf. As he walks out, circling in behind you, are some bugs.
Do I recognize these bugs, or are they just
They're just bugs.
Nope.
Yeah.
Flame on.
recognize that shit
Yep.
at all?
And that's probably a good point to end tonight on, with the introduction of Westbrook and his
I
bug
feel
minions.
like we did a lot of things.
Yeah. So maybe like two more sessions.
It's fine. It's fine. At least we did things.
Yes, we advanced. We got further.
A lot.
And we choo-choo bugged.
And you-
Choo-choo
I,
bugged.
I just feel like there's a good reason why we need to.
And we've discovered that
all
the
this.
pot of purification apparently can contain fucking godly energy.
I've had this thing for a very long time.
Hey, we should stick it over Westbrook's head.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Stick it over his fucking head. He won't be able to use all that fucking energy he's got. And we just stab him in the stomach. We're
Why
done.
don't you put the spoon in his mouth? It might purify him.
Stick it up his ass.
Westbrook's tainted by love. Tainted love.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that he is, isn't he?
Yeah. So we will do our best to just pick this up again next week and carry forward.
All right.
Because
All right.
yeah. So
That was good.
that's goodbye stream. Thanks Brazil. Peace out. We missed you.